Hello again. I read all the Sherlock Holmes stories when I was young. So me and everyone else who did pretty much have not been satisfied with the movie portrayals, various TV shows and such of Sherlock Holmes over the years. I know you got to kind of condense things to make it into those formats. What I'd find interesting, though, was in the BBC show Sherlock, they described him as being a high-functioning sociopath. And that was very interesting. Probably the first time they addressed anything of that nature. Inaccurate. He was not a high-functioning sociopath. But if you read the original stories, it's quite clear that the reason Sherlock Holmes could see and make the connections that he did, because, as he said, he was undistracted by all the things the average person is thinking about all day and all their emotional distractions and things like that. Sherlock Holmes was somewhere on the autism spectrum. And that makes it very, very interesting in that his arch rival, Professor Moriarty, was clearly a psychopath. So you have the hero in the story being autistic, fighting a sociopath. Oh, it would make a great psychological study just in that. But that's why he was so great at these things, at deducing and seeing through things and putting things together, because he was on the autism spectrum. It also made him very awkward dealing with people. You know, if he had a normal job, which he didn't, but if he had a normal job, it would be very difficult for him to function. Like, say, if he was a pastor, which is, the primary part of a pastor's job is to deal with people. That's why he's called a shepherd. Well, let's take that just for example. Listen, what if Sherlock Holmes were a pastor? And how would his skills show up in his ministry? Well, he would be exceptional at his study and his research, probably be fantastic at delivering sermons, really great in the nuance of his theology, write books, be just incredibly organized in that way, and probably real popular in a lot of theological circles. But he wouldn't be able to deal with people. And that's sad, but that a hero like that would be such. But it's just a thought experiment. What would someone on the autism spectrum or somebody having Asperger's look like in the ministry?